Leo. Leo, this is your tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Leo, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is an energy reading. So it comes to you when you call it into you. It comes to you at just the right time. It is timeless. There is a new reading every week. So if you love them, be sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you're looking for a personal reading, I do those. I offer different services, so please check out my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. I think there are 3 open slots for next week if you want to get in. Leo. It's interesting when this card pops up. It popped up for Cancer as well. And, you know, it gives me this feeling because of how I feel about the animal. And you'll learn this, especially if you're reading cards, that God will communicate, the universe, whatever you'd like to call it. God, for me, it's always God that I'm speaking with. God will communicate to you on your level for whatever you need to understand, in whatever ways you need to understand, which makes the readings very personal to you, like in terms of how you interpret the cards. This card comes out, Leo, and it's snake. Now, I am deathly afraid of snakes. And so I never see this energy as a healing energy, but it is. The card itself means time to heal. And I know the astrology, and this is a very healing astrology that we're going through right now, especially you guys who are ruled by the sun. As we approach this new moon, really any moon, Cancerians always pay close attention to the new moon and full moon. And I think Leos need to too, because the sun is why it happens. Like it's the relationship between the sun and the moon. That's why it happens. And so this new moon coming up is also an annular eclipse. Lots of stuff has been out and about it on my second channel, Astrology Motivation. I do a full breakdown for how it will impact each zodiac sign. So check that out. Maybe I'll attach the video above here. But this does mean healing. And snake is a totem of healing. Mostly because it deals with pushing out the venom, getting the venom out, recognizing it. I mean, snake in native traditions is not the evil that it is in Western Judeo-Christian traditions. It's just not. It's not that iconography. It is a healing energy. But for me, when I see this, it's deception, it's deceit, it's somebody being snake-like, there's danger. And so what I can say is this for you right now, because this is the only card that came out, and this is not normal. Usually I get a bunch. I think for you guys, you're really centered on purging the venom, right? On exposing it, on discovering it, on seeing it, on knowing it, on realizing it, recognizing it. Now, from this point, let's see what happens to it. Let's see what you're going to do with it. So, let me know, God, what time to heal. And this is it. It's upright. And if you look at the numerology, the numerology, and I don't consider myself a numerologist, this is very basic. 5 plus 5 is 10. That's completion. There is a toxic cycle in your life, Leo, that is completing. It's done. It's purged. It's almost like you have gained the resistance to it, and the venom will not hurt you anymore. Where do we go from here, God? Where does Leo go from here? Okay. There is at the very least a small victory coming to you because you have stood your ground. But there is a devil here that is hidden. And so, hello. Let's talk about it. Because I got to show you the cards first and foremost. A lot of this has to do with failed attempts, money that's been depleted, maybe even poverty, limited resources. Let's see. The devil energy is here. This is fear. It's fear, it's toxicity, it's dependency, it's anything that is making you unhealthy, but that you are toxically attached to. And then we have the moon, which is hidden and secretive and illusionary and deceptive, but it's also psychic. Now, blatantly, there is some hidden evil here. And this is what snake is. This is what snake will reveal and expose to you. There is some hidden evil here. Facing the fear. Remember, on this is an eclipse. And this is where we're headed toward. So, and look, this is what it was doing. Impoverishing you, hurting you, harming you, taking away your resources, limiting your resources, depleting you of things that you really need, threatening you somehow, maybe because of ignorance or stubbornness, doesn't want to change, doesn't want to move. Maybe you felt like you had to do things in secret or you'd get punished, resources taken away. And this is here. This is more toward the end of the week. This is standing your ground, and despite what was going on, you continued your consistency with your quality, maintaining your standards, not allowing it to control you, or finding the courage to finally be able to stand up to it. Okay. Where is this going, God? Aries energy, independence, maybe self-centeredness, but I think strength of character, knowing yourself, knowing who you are. No, this is telling me, it's almost like saying, okay, let me finish. Okay. Let me show you what I was looking at. Look at all this that came out. We knew Aries came out, and then the Lovers came out, and that's why I said to myself, guess what? This is the eclipse, because that's what it's between. It's between Aries and Libra. This is the North Node, South Node, and guess what? Pluto, Scorpio, right in the center, squaring them both. What's this card? Suddenly there's opportunity and abundance. In reverse. In reverse, this is in the past, where there was nothing, where there was no offers, where there was a lack of opportunity, or people trying to swindle you, or you had nothing to spare. Suddenly the breakthrough is coming at this time. So this is why I kind of trembled, because I knew these two right here indicated a timestamp, an exact time, which is that new moon. I'm sorry, yeah, it is that new moon. Now, it could also be indicating for some of you that this is between this new moon in Libra and the next new moon about 6 months from now in Aries, after the full moon in Libra. Okay, so, but this is a Libra Aries thing, and then this came out, which is the Pluto. It's the death card. This is complete transcendence, complete rebirth. Like you have been destroyed and wrecked and really stamped down by this toxicity that you are absolutely about to come up from. And it is happening, it is starting on that eclipse. Let me give you the time schedule. You can write this down. Because we have this golden opportunity, this abundance. And interesting, this is how magical, magic with a K. This is how beautiful tarot cards are. All of these are the same suit. All of these. Like, this didn't come out as the Ace of Cups, right? What were we having problems with? Depletion of resources, poverty, some sort of impoverishedness, maybe even the recession in general. And then we also had, same suit, we had Pentacles, which is missed opportunity, lack of opportunity, stolen opportunities, restriction, money being held from you, it really hurting, really harming. All of a sudden now, something is happening. Could even be with war or because of war or something to do, because there's a lot of battling here. This is Mars energy as well. But honestly, Scorpio is purging the toxicity. Something has built up. Now it's purging. Now it's getting out. And we're transcending it. We're rising with this. Opportunity, the sun, abundance, prosperity being offered to you. This is all catalyzing. At the very, I thought I was like, oh no, did I miss my microphone? At the very least, this is catalyzing. Now, I think for some of you, this is just going to be a huge breakthrough that you're gonna feel it right away, and you're gonna see things dripping away immediately. But this could be a whole cycle, and let me give you the dates. We have October 14th, this new moon eclipse. Now, especially if you're in the United States, this is going to impact you majorly. USA, Central America, South America, or North America, but especially the US. So this has got a lot to do with the US somehow. And that could be global or national too. I'm telling you this because you guys need to hear it. This is your reading. So it could be something with leadership as well. That's October 14th. The full moon that corresponds, so the full moon in Libra that happens during Aries season, that will culminate or complete this 6-month cycle between the new moon in Libra and the full moon in Libra, will happen on March 25th of 2024. Then on April 4th, which is only 2 weeks after this full moon in Libra that happens, you'll have the new moon in Aries on April 4th. And that is a total solar eclipse. So something starts to dribble here. Something becomes evident and obvious, and then bam, that total eclipse comes around. This for you guys is a transcendent period that is completely transforming you, rebirthing you, changing your life because you did not give up and you were positioned to be reborn. Let's get a, remember there's always an extended reading where I can just be completely candid with you guys, which is what I love, because we don't have restrictions over there. Let's talk. Let's keep talking. This is after, of course, after this reading. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Now, this is also Capricornian energy. It's got to do with something with industry, your work, the work that you're doing, the industry you work in. Something like that. The end of a tough cycle approaches. We have pentacles all around, so it does impact your physical resources, your money, your ability to work, all of these things coming to an end, right? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Communication is key. We also have this Gemini energy. So once again, this is the lovers here. So this is communication, connection, some sort of speaking or talking that has to happen, information that you discover, something that you need to learn, or communication that comes through. Let's get into exactly what that is. What is this communication that comes through? Knight of Cups, faith and love, the Tower, and death. So there's some sort of news here that's really going to shock you and be very difficult to swallow. Maybe with regards to, if you know a younger Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you have Pisces and Scorpio sitting here. The death card is transcendence, resurrection, because it is upright. Tower, what does this mean? It could also represent a lot of younger people. Hermit is here, and the Two of Cups. Somebody being left alone or having to be left alone or go it alone, moving away from a relationship or a connection, a relationship that the two parties might have to spend a lot of time apart. This is the Hermit energy, proceeding in faith. I just keep hearing war, war, war. And that could impact a lot of people. But what does that have to do with just Leo? What does that have to do with Leo? In particular, what does that have to do? It offers new opportunities, or it offers a new perspective. It also is a cocoon period for your growth, especially gathering people that love you, care about you, see you, recognize you, and basically give you a whole new start. This is also maybe a new child, right? That presents a beautiful new opportunity or new inspiration for a new beginning. Can you please clarify the Tower? Please clarify the Tower. What is the Tower here? What is the Tower? King of Wands. You. This represents just a dynamic change in your life that is going to enable you to transcend. On a road where you've been walking a path for a long time by yourself, you will have companionship, connection, or an offer that comes into you for partnership. So that's the real, just Leo specific, not general or global. That will provide a new opportunity, fresh start, and new people. New people are going to start seeing you from in a different way, from a different perspective. And that's going to open up a lot of doors for you. Let's go to the extended. I'll see you guys there.